The national average for regular gasoline recently dipped to $2.16 per gallon, more than half a buck lower than it was a year ago. That's great for commuters but trouble for the fuel-sipping 2017 Chevrolet Volt reviewed here. When gas is cheap, new vehicle shoppers' thoughts drift toward plus-size SUVs and heavy-duty pickups. The few smart ones who hedge their bets know that a Palace coup on the opposite side of the globe could spike pump prices. The Volt's clean sheet redesign for 2016 confirms that General Motors is serious about its stake in the efficiency corner of the market in spite of temporarily cheap fuel. Born in 2010 as an extended-range electric vehicle, the Volt cleared a path for what we now call plug-in hybrids. The dozen or so plug-ins currently on the market range from the Toyota Prius Prime with an estimated base price of $30,000 to the $141,695 BMW i8. The Volt falls closer to the Prius end of the spectrum as a sleek four-door hatchback with a 1.5-litre four-cylinder engine and two AC motor generators for propulsion. The clever part is what GM calls a Voltec unit, which houses the motor generators, two planetary gear sets, three clutches, a torque power inverter, and a final drive differential, all in a compact aluminium case. An 18.4 kWh battery pack inside a shaped box runs down the Volt's spine and under its back seat. 50+ miles of driving charging the battery takes 13 hours using a 120-volt circuit or a more reasonable 4.5 hours using a 240-volt source. Independent of the battery's state of charge, the Volt always leaves home as a pure electric with a short Starship Enterprise ditty after a tap of the start button. Following a full charge, we measured an F-range of 45 miles while cruising at 75 miles per hour in normal mode. With the battery topped off again, we logged 53 miles of electric range in suburban driving, again in normal mode. Once the battery is tapped out, the 101 horsepower engine fires up to drive the front wheels and recharge the lithium-ion cells, with help from the motor generators. This occurs so gently that it's easy to miss the subtle shudder when combustion kicks in. In addition to the default normal mode, 3 other driving modes, Sport, Mountain, and Hold, are available by punching a console button. Sport sharpens throttle response but is otherwise identical to normal. Mountain keeps battery charge in reserve to help the engine ascend steep grades. The 4th mode, Hold, saves whatever battery charge is on hand for later use when pure electric driving is desired, such as visiting city centers where combustion engines are prohibited or taxed. The 8.9-gallon gas tank adds more than 400 miles of highway cruising range. Dropping the shift lever to the L position below D provides extra regeneration so that the Volt's speed can be controlled in most circumstances using only the accelerator pedal. Teslas are similar in that regard. Tapping a paddle located behind the left steering wheel spoke gives you maximum regen to slow the car to a halt without energy-wasting friction braking. Chevy sells Volts in 2 trim levels. The base LT starts at $34,095. The $38,445 Premier adds leather, Bose audio, bright finished aluminium wheels, automatic parking assist, a heated outside mirror, and an auto-dimming inside mirror. In addition, our test vehicle was equipped with 2 driver confidence packages costing $495 apiece, including features such as blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and forward collision warning, a $495 navigation system, and a $20 front license plate bracket, lifting the grand total to $39,950. Have we got a deal for you? Half off nearly $40,000 for a not very luxurious compact sounds expensive, until you factor in the low operating costs of driving to work on electricity from home, not to mention the various Volt givebacks. The federal government provides a $7,500 tax credit. In addition, 8 green-leaning states offer credits ranging from $1,500 Louisiana and Tennessee to $5,000 Colorado. Earlier this summer, Chevy also was sweetening the deal with 20% off MSRP on 2016 models. Bottom line, this near $40K Volt could roll for barely half that amount in Colorado. The better news is that the Volt is now a decent driver. The powertrain is, for the most part, silent in operation, and there's minimal wind noise. The steering is properly weighted, tight on center, and quick to hunt down apexes. The ride is satisfyingly firm but never painful, even over tortured pavement. Chevy dieted away a couple £100 versus the previous generation, so this plug-in hustles to 60 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds and through the quarter mile in 16.1 seconds on the way to a governed 102 miles per hour because the Michelin Energy Saver tires prioritize low rolling resistance over grip. The 190 feet required to stop from 70 miles per hour is longer than desirable, and we discovered rather bizarre cornering behavior. Turning left, we measured an impressive 0.89 grams, but grip dropped to only 0.78 grams while we circled the skid pad clockwise. Remember, we said decent driver, not sports sedan. Still cramped in back provided you can find a comfortable seating position. Many of our evaluators found the upper seat backs too firm, and power seats are not available in any Volt. The front seat is a pleasant place to be, thanks in large part to 2 electronic screens that are easy to bend to your will. You can track energy flow, monitor the power required to cruise at 80 miles per hour 28 horsepower, search for public charging locations, and entertain your passengers with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Chevrolet MyLink, and OnStar Wi-Fi connections. Unfortunately, the Volt's rear seat is a penalty box. Outboard occupants ride with their nose under the hatch glass and their knees rubbing the front seat backs. With the Volt's latest redesign, there's now a belt for a third passenger, but that victim straddles the battery like a hobby horse. At least the rear backrests fold to double 11 cubic foot cargo hold. Advancing technological frontiers is never easy. And investing in the future takes courage when the present is rife with cheap fossil fuels. But, trust us, tomorrow will come when we'll look back at today's Volt with respect. We'll fondly remember the Chevy that gets you where you need to go while spewing less than its share of greenhouse gas.